Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Josh Schaefer joined by Manager Tom Holliday for today's Manager Show as the A's visit Red Wilson Field here in Yarmouth for the second time in 2018. Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
You bet.
Now, the first time you guys came to play here, it was a rainy day, and you guys were able to turn away a potential suicide squeeze to win the game for YD. The game ended in a 1-1 tie in 9 innings. And now today, some pretty good weather. How does that really change the way you guys enter today's game?
Well, I think that, everybody feels better after having a really good offensive game yesterday. And, when you have a couple ugly offensive games and then you have a good one, kind of picks up the whole spirit. And I can tell you this, 16, 17 guys in batting practice today really swung the bat good. And I'm kind of like, I'm over worrying about overworking guys and resting them. I'm going to play guys. When they get hot, I'm going to let them ride it out. And today was a good indicator that we might be ready to play. Of course, we're going to face a guy today that can pitch, so it'll be a challenge for us.
Your team was 0 for 3 after 3 off days to start the season, and now 3-0 in the last 3 off days after yesterday's win, kind of an unconventional off day with the rain out at Falmouth. But now today, how do you guys keep that going?
Well, score early, I can tell you that. That's always a good ingredient to winning. And keep pressure on the other team. I think last night we kept pressure on the other ball club all night long. We might have had 2 innings where it was 3 up, 3 down that were really 3 bad at bats, And shoot, when we got shut out 18 innings in a row, we must have had 15 of those 3 up, 3 down innings. To the point you start wondering what's going on here. And I think day games, guys see the ball better here. Again, that's why I'm tickled to death we're playing a day game. And I don't know if the wind's even a factor. So if it's going to be man against man, we should fare pretty well.
Yesterday, your starting shortstop, Greg Jones, ended up leaving the game after scoring a run, dove into home plate head first. And then you have Brandon Fryman come off the bench. He gets the start today. What do you like about Brandon?
Well, Brandon just plays the game. I mean, he never plays home run derby. He's about making contact. The challenge of this league, some people thought it was over his head. He's taken to it really well. And he collects base hits. He doesn't try to hit the ball out of the park. He makes all the plays on defense. He still has a couple of funny habits throwing a ball that make me wonder a little bit, why Dad let him go that long with just flipping it. I mean, he's got a good arm. So start to finish, I'm willing to bet by the time Brandon Fryman finishes the summer, he's going to be high on the scouts list.
Alec Manoa gets the start today, and this was a guy that had a lot of relief and closing experience at West Virginia. He's been fantastic this season. How has he been able to transition into a starting role so well?
Well, we had a talk. We made it real clear that, if you want to close, we'll close. I think he could be the best closer in the country next year. But closing in college is hard because you never know when you're going to pitch. So it's hard to let a good arm like that maybe go the whole weekend and never use him or pick a spot for him. So I think professionally they'd like to see him start. So this will be start number 5, I think. And he's been really good in every one of them. I would say very, very good. And then his worst start was a real good. So he hadn't been bad at all.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck today against the Red Sox.
Thanks. We'll take some luck.
Alec Manoa has made a great transition from a reliever to a starting role, and Cooper Boardman made a fantastic transition from Staples High School junior varsity baseball into now a collegiate broadcaster. Let's go back to Coop as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.